Hi, I'm Seamless, and this is the 25th 40k tutorial, which is actually half, which you might be thinking I'm wrong because of math, but I am doing 50 of these because when I hit 40k, I also hit 10k Facebook likes, so I figure, sure, let's do a bonus 10. But I'm still calling it the 40k because this happened when I hit 40k. Anyway, this is the sound that I got, and this is what it sounds like. It's an Alesia XMIA sound. It's not a thing I listen to a whole bunch, but sounded like a cool application of vocoder, so I figured I'd give it a shot. However, the trickiness that comes from this sound comes from what you decide to use as the carrier, and this is what the carrier that I have sounds like without the vocoding. That's what that sounds like. Now, the primary method by which I got here was that I used the harmonic detune in division mode instead of multiplying mode. I just used a naked harmor to kind of demonstrate what that does so that you're clear on that. Here's regular harmor, being on regular. We look at the harmonic distribution, looks regular. But then if I use detune, it moves it away from the harmonic. But if I do dividing, it brings it into the harmonic. So this is what I decided to do instead of using a saw wave that's high pass, because the sound is definitely high passed, but and that doesn't really have any bass in it because the bass is being supported by the kicks. But I have thought about approaching this using citrus and ring modulation, like I am prone to do for stuff like that. But I thought, you know, this is similar sound to what you can get in harmor if you do this sort of thing. So I decided to use that as the bass. I have some pitch detuning and unison going on, and it's actually pretty small amounts of pitch, but a bunch of phase and a bunch of panning, because it sounds like there's a lot of panning going on in the original version of it. I also tried to use a little bit of asymmetry and distortion, but that got weird, and so I sort of did the same thing using a wave shaper in the thingy instead. You can see this massive like push in here. You can kind of see what it does to the sound. It makes it very choppy. The name of the game here is making it choppy, so that's what's up with that. And now I ruined everything, so I have to unruin it. So I just had a bunch of stuff that kind of sounded like the modulator. The modulator in the track was probably whoever that vocal is, because there's a moment where you hear the vocal and the thing at the same time, and it sounds like pretty close. So that's probably what the modulator was. And getting any vocoding sound that you hear someone else do is going to be kind of hard, because the thing that determines what the vocoding sounds like is not so much the vocoder itself, but what you choose as a carrier and a modulator. And you can make the carrier as close as you can to what the original synth was, if it was a synth, in fact. But unless you get a hold of the exact modulator, you can only try to get so close. But this is how you do it with the vocoding these two kinds of sounds. Now let's look at the vocoder to see what I am doing in here. I have 22 bands, pretty small amount of bands, and I'm on order 2. With a bunch of bandwidth, a whole bunch of release, and not any attack and hold, with minimum times off, which means there are actually none attack and hold. Are actually none. The pitch is brought up pretty high, and in the band distribution window, I brought it so that's full. By default, it's like this. I made it like this. I think everything I did in here. Yep. No reinforcement, because the bass is handled by a separate instrument entirely in the original track, which will be linked in the description of this video, along with the link to the Reddit thread where you can make a request if you feel like you want to, as well as the project file for this sound, so that you can check it out for yourself. Maybe do it better. It's possible. If you have any questions about any of this, let me know. And this was requested by doomppoomp. 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 That's the name of the person who requested this. I almost didn't say that, but I'm really glad that I said doomppoomp on air. Anyway, if you have any questions about any of this, let me know. And as usual, have a nice day.